Hey everybody, Mark here with another episode of Clearing the Cloud, and that means making the internet work for you. So this episode is going to be kind of boring, I think. It's about documents and meeting minutes and other boring stuff like that, but it is the process that I found that sort of inspired me to start doing these videos. So I wanted to go ahead and share it with everybody. Now, what we've got here is we've got a situation where I was a secretary of an organization that met on a regular basis, and I had to take meeting minutes. And I was having a problem getting these meeting minutes out on time because I'm such a procrastinator. And every chance I get to procrastinate is a chance for something to be late. And every step I have to take to perform an action is a chance to procrastinate. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to find a way to eliminate as many of the steps as possible in order to get these meeting minutes out on time. Now, what started as me handwriting meeting minutes and then transcribing them into Microsoft Word and then exporting them as a PDF and then creating an email and attaching them and sending the email out really changed into two, really just one step. Because what I started doing was I started taking the meeting minutes directly into Google Docs. Okay. And from Google Docs, I could email them out just almost as part of the natural process of saving the meeting minutes themselves. So let's take a look here. So we've got the meeting minutes. And as you can see, there's an interesting date there and some boring names. And we are kind of secretive, so I've done the meeting minutes in Latin, but we do have this document that needs to be emailed out to everyone who attended the meeting. So what we'll do is in Google Docs we'll go to File, and we'll go to Email as Attachment, and it'll say attach as, and it'll give you quite a few different options. I prefer PDF because that's something that everyone can really see and open up on their computer. No matter what kind of computer they have, they should be able to open a PDF. So what we're going to do is I've created a group in Gmail called Meeting that includes the attendees. It's really just clearing the cloud, and you'll see that in a minute. But so we'll go ahead and see. So I put that in, and it immediately pops up with that group called Meeting. Now, if you want to go ahead and type in email addresses directly, you can. You can just start typing them, and it'll show you the different email addresses that are in your address book on Gmail. But I do want to send it to this group, so we'll go ahead and do that. Meeting minutes and meeting minutes from this afternoon. Now, we don't really meet in the afternoon. We meet at night. Like I said, we're a secret organization. So, and I will go ahead and I've actually got myself, my Gmail account included in the meeting group, so I won't check that. But if you want a copy sent to you, then you can go ahead and check that if you're not part of that group that you've created. And I'll click on send. And at this point, it's Google Docs, man. You don't have to save it. All you have to do is send out the email. I can go ahead and close this, right? And then go back into Google Docs, and it'll try to open an untitled document for me. What I'll do is I'll open, and there's my meeting minutes. See? So there's no saving. It's automatic in Google Docs. That's kind of why I say it's really one process. I just type them up, go to File, go to email them out. All right. So now if we go back to Gmail, that hasn't been sent out yet. So we'll wait as soon as this gets out and be right back. Okay, so we're back. And what do we have here? I have something in my Gmail account, And it hasn't quite made it to the other account yet, but let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got. So attached to the meeting minutes, enclosed is a PDF, which we can go ahead and view. So you can see this PDF includes all of the Latin, all the boring names, and the interesting date. Now let's go ahead and check here. Okay, so it took a while for the email to get to the other. That email server's slow, I think. So that's probably the only reason why that happened. But just to show you that this doesn't have to be a Google thing. This can go to anybody. Obviously, this is admin at Clearing the Cloud. If you want to email me, don't email me there. Clearingthecloud@gmail.com is the best one. But as you can see, it's got everything in it. It's, these came from Google, blah, blah, blah. But it's also got the PDF here, which is the important thing. So we can pull that down and pop that on the desktop and take a look at it. And as you can see, it's all there. It's in a PDF. It's got the important date. It's got the boring names. It's got the Latin. So that wraps up this big super process that inspired me so much. Now you can take this process and you can use it really any way you want to. It doesn't have to be just for meeting minutes. But I wanted to go ahead and go through, what I did to learn how to do this and what I did to make my process work better and procrastinate less. So, you can certainly find plenty of ways to adapt this sort of process to things that you do, I'm sure. So there you go. Until next time, this is Mark. Peace.